Hey there, Cancer Sun, Cancer Moon, Cancer Rising. Welcome to your reading for the month of July. If you are a July-born Cancer, happy birthday to you. And if I somehow missed you during the June session, happy birthday to you then too. All right, so we're going to take a look using the 9-card spread at the energy of this month. We're going to look at thoughts, feelings, actions. We're going to look at... Okay. We're going to look at how you can get some real practical advice for these things. And wow, you have some really, so you're stuck in your head energy. So Mercury is currently in your sign. And overall energy is the anchor, creating stability. We got a big transformation happening, anchoring into this transformation, because in the spot of the anchor, which is the overall energy, we have the coffin. And the coffin is about anchoring into the change. So a lot of things are shifting and changing here. And your thoughts, are you kind of like stuck up in your head somehow? I want to pull some more cards before I get too much further into this, because I'll show you what's super interesting about this. You have this divine masculine, divine feminine energy. They're looking at each other, but they're frozen in place. There's two divine masculine and divine feminine energies in here. And the other ones are mermaids that are swimming. These are like statues that are frozen in time. And it's almost as though you're facing off. This is the energy of transformation here, and it is the taking action. It's like frozen in place, and being open to receiving in the area of resources is also frozen in place. And so then we have the book of knowledge here that is the mountain, the difficulty to get through here. And here we have the mountain and the key with the star. The action to take is more information. So it's almost as though in order to bring around the transformation that you need, you need information. But this communication is going to come through the heart space. We have the birds, but they're in the heart space. And you have questions about loyalty, like where you belong, where you fit in, what should you be putting your time and your energy into? Because in the energy of where you're seeking knowledge and information, we have the cross here. The cross can be a burden. The cross can also be spirituality. And so it could be a burden that you're dealing with within a group or a person or individual, like a communication issue. But mostly it feels like there is a need to create some space for connecting in with your higher self. This is what it just, there's like, it's almost as though the answers you need are within, and somehow you're like frozen here in place. Seems really, what do we have here? Yeah, okay. What you need to know is inside of you. There is some big question. And I almost feel like the question is, what are my goals? What are my dreams? What am I hoping for? What would I like to create? What would I like to connect with? And so this month, we start off on July 3rd with a full moon in Capricorn. That's the sign that opposes you. That one right there is really very nicely aspected, and there's a lot of opportunity here for choice and decision making that comes with it. And then we get the new moon in Cancer on July 17th. That one has this energy which really allows you to start a new 6-year cycle, 6.5-year cycle, so to wrap up the decade. And so I almost feel like that is where you're getting a little stuck. Like, I think you feel the need to create something to make the next big step, to make the next move, and somehow you're feeling like, are my dreams too big? What are my dreams? What do I want? There's a need to really connect in with the heart space. And we finish out the month with yet another full moon, and this one is in Aquarius. And so that one, if you are, that energy is a quincunx to Cancer energy. It is an irritant that has to be, it's like mom. It's like something that wants your attention. And so that one happens really close to that 8-8 gateway, the Lion's Gateway, while Venus is busy moving back and forth over this energy here from June 6th to October 10th. She's doing this long transit in Leo, which invites us into our heart space to find out what it is we really want and really empower ourselves. And so this almost feels like you need some quiet, you need some space. It's like you need to go within and kind of cut other people out. When the sun is shining on you, during the Cancer sun sign season, you feel like maybe I should be out there and doing things. And I think maybe you might find yourself wanting to go to the beach by yourself. You may find yourself just wanting to go behind closed doors and shut the door and just like, everybody could just give me like, I need an hour. It kind of feels like you need your own quiet space. And yet the world is so busy right now that it might be hard to find. So, but this is an opportunity for you to close the book. Oh, this is fascinating. So there's a stack of books, and it's the same one, okay? Same stack of books. But the book that's closed is green, and the book that is open is blue. Before I start, I always do a ritual with my spirit guide team, and the colors that came through was the heart chakra, green of healing, the throat chakra came through, and then this beautiful white diamondy light. So it's interesting the books are that, but this also says to me, it's closing the book. You have the rejuvenating rain. Clear the past and heal the present. And so this could be the energy of how do I heal a situation so I can move forward, and everything kind of feels blocked and stopped up, and where your loyalty lies, and maybe you feel betrayed, or maybe you feel like you don't fit in where you used to fit in. There's something around this loyalty, this friendship thing. And here, though, it's like it's time to close the book on something and write a new story. When we manifest through our thoughts, our words, and the actions we take. Nothing is ever written in stone, no matter what these stone statues here say. It is always words, and we spell words. Why? Because they're magic, right? Spelling is magic, and the words you use. So when you say, I never have enough, or it seems like there's always too much to do, or I never get a moment to myself, then you're creating that energy, and that's the way it's going to continue to roll. If, however, you say, I'm always in the right place at the right time with the right people and the right opportunities, you will find that things start to fall into place as if by magic. But it's the magic that you are speaking. It is the magic that you are declaring. It is what you are establishing for yourself. And so whatever this transformation is, whatever this thing is that you really want this thing that you want hope and clarity, the star is hope and clarity, whatever it is, that block right there, it is going to be found. The answer is going to be found by going within. We have go deep and explore your roots, grounding. There is a need for you to really anchor into your own energy. Your own energy, divine masculine, divine feminine in all of us. So clear the past to heal the present. When I see that, you might need a really good cry. So some of us can cry on demand and others not so much. But sometimes there's that movie, right? There's that movie that always makes you cry. Might be time to just go get a box of tissues and lock yourself in your room and watch that sad movie just to help clear the energy. Wow, that's super personal. All right. Okay. I don't know how else to explain this, so this is what they're showing me, okay. So my dad died when I was 9. I had just turned 9. And I didn't cry. I've got Cancer placements like crazy. North Node, Sun, Mercury, and Venus, right? I'm a lot of Cancer energy, and I couldn't cry. And so then when I was 16 or 17, a friend of mine's dad died. And I went to the funeral, and I sat in the back of the church, and I bawled my eyes out. I never met him. I was crying for my dad. It took that long, but it took going to a funeral where the energy was similar. And so that's why I almost feel like if there's something that needs to be released, sometimes it's about letting yourself, it's hard to get past your own barriers, but if you allow yourself to kind of be an empath for someone else's feelings, it could trigger, it could unlock, it could allow you to let that happen. Because there is a big transformation inside of you that is trying to get out. There is this energy that is trying to bubble up to the surface. And somehow you've got it locked down, and it feels like an emotional lockdown. It feels like you have emotionally shut something down for a number of reasons. Something difficult happened, and like Cancer, you got that hard shell, soft underbelly. When we get really wounded and hurt, we pull our energy in, and we create this barrier around us, and we don't let anyone in because we aren't going to let anybody else hurt us like that again, right? And but that can really translate then into a lot of different things in our lives. And once we make a declaration, I'm never going to get hurt like that again, I'm never going to let anyone hurt me again, and then all of a sudden it just shuts down a lot of opportunities. And so what you need is inside of you. And I feel like there's like this, the pressure is so strong. Like I'm feeling this huge pressure, like the water is piling up against the dam and it wants to burst free. And if you could just have this big emotional release. So for some people, it's like, sometimes, for me, there was the big cry. For others, I know that they will run. They will just go for a run, and they'll run, and they'll pick up speed, and they'll run until they're totally exhausted, and that's when they're able to break down and cry. I feel like you need a really good cry, because what you need is inside of you. And so here we have this Venus, the flower of life right here, in between these hands, and all these little butterflies coming out, all this transformational energy. So much energy and opportunity to transform, to write a new story, to start a new chapter, to turn the page. But I feel like it's a whole new book, because these books are not the same. These books are not the same. The sack here is the same, so that would be the past and everything. But this book isn't the one. There's a different book you need. The story you tell yourself where you're safe, where you're empowered, where you're abundant, where you have everything that you need and it comes easily to you. And it says, what is already within you? Open up to what is already within you, the skills, the knowledge, the self-love, the self-worth, the self-esteem. Everything you need is in you. And it is about bringing your words. There's something about being able to create your energy that you want to reside in. And so maybe you don't journal, but maybe this month you do. You don't have to do it forever, but maybe this month you get yourself a nice little journal notebook. And you start writing a story, not about what happened in the past. Okay, so during 2020, when we were all shut down and nowhere to go and nothing to do, I took a notebook out and I started writing my story of my life. I wrote about all the things I had gone through, and there were a lot. And then that helped me to never talk about it again. I never had to revisit those stories. I got them out of my head and onto paper. And then I started focusing on what's next. There wasn't anything you can really do about the past except learn lessons from it. Wisdom comes from it. But that was how I released it and let it go. And you can burn it. Like, you write all the negative stuff down and with the intention of really releasing it and letting it go. There's a big opportunity ahead of you. You have the chance right now to completely rewrite your story over the next 6.5 years, to create something new and special and joy-filled, like really joy-filled, where you are totally abundant. But this abundance isn't just money. Abundance is love. Abundance is sense of value and worth. Abundance is just the joy of of the experiences of what you're doing, and everything you do along the way, you learn something from it, and you grow, and you evolve. And we're constantly evolving as souls, and with any luck, we get to evolve during this lifetime as well. And so there's an opportunity here for you. Where things are going great for you, have the gratitude for that and do more of that. And where things seem difficult or out of sorts or make you uncomfortable, let those things go. You don't need to keep repeating that cycle. You get to close the book and write yourself a new story, write a new chapter, write a new vision of what it is you want. And that thing that you want that seems so impossible, they're singing the impossible dream, you can have it. You just have to declare for yourself that you already have it. Be grateful for what you know is already on the way. That experience, that relationship, that bank account, whatever it is. Wherever you're feeling, the thing about it is if you feel like you don't have enough, if you're in the energy of lack in any arena of your life, whether it's career dissatisfaction, family dissatisfaction, relationship, financial, whatever it is, if you feel a sense of lack, you get more of that. If you feel a sense of joy and gratitude, you get more of that. And so the really cool thing about this is, and you are the Chariot, right? That's your card. That's your major arcana. Conscious action and conscious thought working together will move you forward to any destination that you want to go, and you're being asked to enjoy the journey. So, stay present and flexible. Many changes are going on for you and around you. These changes are not only good but necessary. Bring your awareness into the now rather than focusing on the past or the future. Clear the past, heal the present. If you heal your energy of where you are right now, if you decide today I'm joy-filled, today I live in abundance, today I'm in love with life and life loves me back, anchor into that energy, you will completely transform anything and everything in your life that you would like to. Everything you need is inside of you. It's really your choice of what attitude you want to adopt. That's a lot, Cancer. It really is a lot, but it's also an amazing, amazing opportunity. Things are transforming around you, but you can kind of steer it if you want by choosing to write yourself a new story. I hope that was helpful for you. I am working with Venus over on Facebook. We also do the astrology every day if you want to come and check that out over there. And the link for that is in the description box below. And I am doing readings. I have a few spots open this summer, and I'm getting ready to look at the fall schedule. So send me an email, and we'll get you signed up and ready to go. Guys, take good care. This is your solar return. So it's your opportunity to have a fresh new start in any direction you want to go. It's up to you. All right, you guys take care. Talk to you soon.